What's up, everybody? On this video, I am going to show you 3 keys to scaling your cleaning business to that 7-figure number. A lot of times people are like, "Oh, what's the most we can do with the cleaning business?" I mean, there really is no end when you do things a certain way. I'm going to show you what to do in this video. For anyone new, my name is Mike Mack, and I help everyday people build automated cleaning businesses without ever getting dirty in the process. I've also written this book, Pick Up Cash, Not Trash. It is the ultimate guide to building an automated cleaning business, again, without getting dirty in the process. If you want to get that book, you can get it below for free. Just pay the shipping. Right in the link in the comments. Now, let's get right into these 3 keys, okay? So this video is going to be a little bit different. Anyone who is not new to this channel, I had a camera malfunction, so we're actually I'm going to get it repaired, because as I was going to film, it crapped out on us. It's all good though. We are here right now for you. It's kind of like we're streaming it, but so yeah, listen, if the quality isn't what it usually is, bear with me. I promise to make the content in this video highest quality possible. All right, so let's get into it right now. If you are somebody, this is great if you are somebody who's stuck at 5 to 10K per month, or believe it or not, if you're somebody who hasn't even started yet, this video is for you, because like someone like me, I love thinking about I'm sometimes guilty of putting the cart before the horse, and I'm constantly thinking about things far and far away. So this video is going to give you a lot of clarity on how to get to that elusive 7-figure number, right? So, all right, how do we do it? So what are the 3 most important keys to scaling your business? So I'm going to tell you what it's not, because in the beginning, oftentimes people will give you these things of this is how you grow. A lot of times people think growing is just getting 1 million accounts as soon as possible. That is a mistake. It's a mistake because you can't automate like that. You cannot automate if you have 100,000 small accounts all over the world. Another reason why it makes it really difficult is because it's incredibly hard to staff. When people tell me their situation, they're like, "Oh, Mike, I can't find cleaners. I love cleaning businesses, but I can't find cleaners. How are you able to find cleaners in such a small part of Connecticut where nobody is?" The reason why I'm able to find cleaners is because, and this is the first thing, this is the first reason, this is the first way to scale really quickly. The reason why they're not able to do it is because they're getting small accounts, $200 a month, $500 a month, $700 a month, even $1,000. These are small accounts, okay? Because like $1,000 a month account, you're going to get a cleaner. If it is more than 3 days, you're going to have a cleaner there for what, a half hour, 45 minutes. A lot of people don't want to do that. They'd rather have, 1 to 3 hours per night. So the opposite is you need to target larger accounts, okay? You need to target larger spaces. Larger spaces, it gives you the ability to grow so much quicker. So while everyone's going out and getting the $800 a month, $700 a month accounts, right, twice a week, you get 15 of those to make a good route, so a cleaner could make some money on it, but then they're driving all over the place, and then they're mad at you because gas is high, and it's like, I don't like this. This is not what I thought. And then you lose that cleaner, and then you're like, "Oh, nobody wants to clean." It's not true. It's not the case. Trust me. Keep the mindset. People want to work. They just don't want bad jobs. They want a good job. So a bigger account gives you a better, it gives you better, a better opportunity to have and keep great cleaners. So why it does that is, if you're targeting my sweet spot, I mean, I've had accounts way bigger and I've had accounts way smaller in the beginning. My sweet spot is $5,000 to $10,000 per month. I love that, because especially if you are somebody who is focused on making your company, 7 figures, it's you're talking 8 to 16 accounts if you do it right, large accounts, and then you're basically there. Seriously, it's that simple. Think about it like that. You're like, wow, 8 to 7, that's it. I mean, 8 to 16, yeah, it's really, especially if you're middle of the road, like 7K. So you target these accounts, and what you do is, let's say a $5,000 account, it's typically going to be 5 to 6 days per week, and it's typically going to be 1 to 2 cleaners, 2 to 3 hours per night each. That is good money for somebody, because every 2 weeks they're going to be making several $100s, and it's going to make it worth it. Okay, that is a big key. If you're not targeting big accounts, you need to target big accounts. You got to make yourself a unicorn, because the things that work on small accounts will not work on larger accounts. So I mean, we could do another video on that. Comment below if you are interested in that. All right, we're on to the next one. By the way, if you were getting value from this video, hit me with a thumbs up. If you're like, yo, I'm ready to target big accounts, Mike Max, show me how to do it. I got you. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, the next thing that is super important is bringing like the right people in. So that goes without saying, I know, but the key to bringing the right people in is having a good company culture. So a company culture is just kind of like, let me give you like kind of like a rushed version of what it is. Kind of like your company avatar, your do's and don'ts, like what you'll accept, and what you won't accept, what you want to see in your company, what you don't want to see in your company. I mean, that is just, I mean, there's better definitions by far, but that's just to give you an idea. If you break it really far down, what do you want your company to be? Do you want your company to be filled with just anybody who just wants a job? Or do you want it filled with people who are like, I'm ready. I'm ready to do a great job because you know what? I know they promote from within and I want to be a nighttime manager. It would be so cool to be making a couple grand a month just to be managing other accounts, like watching over other cleaners, making sure they're doing a good job. That would be amazing. Okay. So the only way you attract those types of people is by setting the right culture. Okay. When you are putting out a job application, I mean, when you're putting one, I mean, sorry, when you're putting out a job posting, make sure to include things about your company that would attract these types of people. Okay. Talk about your values, but don't make it boring. Okay. I'll do another video on that. But if it's boring, that's probably a big reason why you're not finding cleaners. Okay. Or if it's too vague, same thing there. Right. So, the third thing. So the third thing is it's kind of a spillover of the next thing, right? So there are two ways to go about this when we're doing automation. So when we get our big accounts, right? And then once we get enough, we hire our first nighttime manager, right? And the first nighttime manager should come from one of your cleaners. That person you should elevate to your nighttime manager. This keeps everyone motivated. And what's cool too is when you elevate a cleaner to nighttime manager, that cleaner is, he or she knows the process. They know how you do business already. So you're not getting someone from the outside who's got this big inflated ego of like, I'm a manager's manager and I know how to run a good shit. Listen, I'm not saying it can't work. I'm just saying it's so much better this way for these reasons I'm mentioning. You want a nighttime manager that understands your process, understands your culture. That's the thing right there. That's the big key. So when you can do that and you elevate this nighttime manager, you have to elevate a nighttime manager who has vision, not just somebody who's available. Availability is good and it's really good. But this person needs, and I repeat, this person needs to be like on the same wavelength as you guys being the owner or owners. If this person is someone who's lazy and unmotivated, it's going to spill into all of this person's training when they're training new people. You don't want unmotivated people training your new cleaners because then that gives off, it's not giving off your company vibe, the right company vibe, unless you want to have a lazy company vibe, of course. No judgment here. I'm just saying it's probably not going to work out that way. All right. So if you could do these things in unison, you have a great key to, like, I mean, you have the master key to scaling a company, a cleaning company, commercial cleaning company, fast. But not only fast, you're scaling it in a way that is predictable, and you're doing it in a way where you can still stay automated. Now I'm telling you, you really, at the end of the day, you want less than 25 accounts. That's my belief. That's my belief. To, other people, they had like, they'll get like 50, 60 accounts and they're barely, bringing in $50,000 a month. And then their profit margins are low because of a lot of reasons. You don't want that. At least I don't think you do. Not if you follow someone like me, because the way I teach is very different than what other people are teaching out there. I'm sure it's pretty obvious to this point. All right. So that's it for this video. If you are, if you're interested in learning more, if you are constantly one of the people sending me all these comments on YouTube, sometimes they're hard to respond to because I only have a certain amount of characters. So join my free Facebook group below. Even if you don't have Facebook, create a dummy account. Just go there, ask your questions. I got you covered. I got all of you guys covered. Seriously, you guys are the bomb. I'll be back next week with like actual high quality video, but you guys rock. If you dug this video, you're going to dig this video. Peace out, Cub Scouts.